Hi there, it's Jen Simon talking to you today from Frappanese. I wanted to discuss today some options for meal planning or menu planning. I know a lot of people want to eat healthier, they want to cook more, they want to buy more fresh vegetables and produce, but they might not know how to translate buying a chicken and some carrots and some green beans and some potatoes into an actual meal. Or they might not know how to plan for that later in the week. And this happens to all of us. My refrigerator is often really full of food, and if I wait until 6 o'clock at night when everybody's hungry, including me, and I'm tired, then I'm not gonna have any idea what I'm actually supposed to make for dinner, and I'll usually just order a pizza or talk about getting takeout. And that's too bad, because then I don't use my groceries that we paid good money for. What I found, there's a few different systems you can use for menu planning that will help you get a bit more organized and get the most out of your groceries. What I like to do is just not buy too many groceries at one time. I prefer to, for sure, not have more than a week's worth of food on hand at any given time. And honestly, I like to buy my groceries maybe twice a week. That way, I don't have the problem of like too much stuff in my refrigerator and I don't know what to cook first. Like right now, I have the options of eating leftovers from last night. I have a chicken in the freezer and I have some steak in the freezer. Well, and also there's some salmon in there too, I think, that I could use. So I really only have 3 options in terms of meat at least. And I probably have a similar amount of choice for vegetables, and we almost always eat rice. So for me, what makes it easy is just not having too much at any one given time. But the other thing I always make sure to do is I plan on what I'm going to make for dinner for sure by 1 or 2 in the afternoon. No matter where I am, no matter what I'm doing, I make a plan or formulate a plan in my head for what I will cook later, and I put it in my passion planner. This is the planning system I use, and this is what my weeks look like. I'm up to like here. And I will just write in for later in the day what I'm going to cook. And if I have something that I know needs to get used up in the refrigerator, I can write it in for the next day or 2, just write in that I have to remember to cook that for dinner. When possible, I actually cook my food early in the afternoon, just because that's when I have energy. Usually I do my work. I'm a writer. I write in the mornings and come home, have lunch, cook dinner, and then I work out and then pick up the kids from school and do all those kinds of things. But if possible, I cook my food ahead of time so that it's already ready in the evenings. But for sure, a good thing to do is to write down what you plan to cook, and you can do that day by day if that's the easiest thing for you. Another option, and something that I often will use if I start to get overwhelmed, is this. It is a menu planner by a company called Knock Knock, and they do these little planners that are similar, these planner sheets. Each one is a week, and you can just rip them off and toss them out if you want to. There is a section for dinners, and you've got Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and you can write in what you're planning on making for dinner. And then in an area called not dinner, you can list things you have for breakfast, lunches, and grab bag. So if you have chips and salsa that need to get eaten, you can put that in the grab bag. And it has a nice magnet, so you can put this on the refrigerator. So for example, if you make up some potato salad or tuna fish that needs to get used up for sandwiches, you write in the lunch area, tuna fish sandwiches, egg salad sandwiches, turkey, potato salad, or whatever it is you have in the fridge that needs to get eaten. And that way, if you have cooperative family members, they will see this on the fridge and they can remember to eat these things for lunch. I really like this, and oftentimes I will use it when I get home from buying groceries and I realize that I overshopped, especially if I realize that I've bought things I already have. I hate that. I get home and realize that I bought more yogurt when I already had a giant thing of yogurt. That's when this comes in handy, is when you're like, oh shoot, we've got to eat this yogurt, we've got to eat this chicken. You can write it in for yourself and just know that this is what you have to cook for the week. And you can mix and match. Just because you wrote something for Tuesday for dinner, you can have it on Wednesday instead. But at least you know a week's worth of meals that you're planning on eating, which I find really useful. Other things you can do. Online, there are a million places that you can download basically food planning menus. This is one that comes from Full Circle. Full Circle is the company I use for my produce delivery, and they have a weekly menu planner that you can download for free off their website. It has Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, blah, 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 breakfast, lunch, dinner. The nice thing about this is that it will give you a grocery list area on the side, which I think is helpful because sometimes you'll have meals that you plan to make, but you realize, oh shoot, but I need butter. Oh shoot, but I need soy sauce, or whatever it is that you also need. So you can pop that in the grocery list and remember to pick those up so you'll be able to make the dish. A tip, it's not on here, but something I've liked to do when I use these types of planners is have a do not buy list. Oftentimes I end up buying doubles and triples of things and realizing that I need to not buy that thing for a while, like onions. I'll buy 2 bags of onions and then realize that they're gonna go bad before I can use them. So you can put your groceries that you need to buy and also the groceries that you have to remember not to buy. Because otherwise you can get in the habit of just picking it up without thinking about it, I like yogurt. I'll grab some more yogurt, and you forget that you have already 2 things of yogurt in your refrigerator. This weekly meal planner also comes in this form where you have Monday, and it goes across here, Tuesday, breakfast, lunch, dinner, snack, that kind of thing, which can work better for some people. Like I said, if you're downloading things offline, there are plenty of options, and you can just get like a 3-ring binder and punch holes and put these in for every day. Personally, I like a system that is already in a packet. I'm not sure why. I like it when it's already packaged. So I like the Knock Knock meal planner and using my daily planner the best, because especially using my daily planner, because then it's with everything else I have to do. I can write down that I need to pick up a lemon in the same place that I'm writing down that I need to pick up dry cleaning or school supplies or whatever. So for me, I put it in my planner. I highly recommend you use a system like this because do not blame yourself if you cannot come up with something to cook for dinner at 6 p.m. Seriously, nobody can. That's the secret that nobody wants you to know, is that it's very hard to come up with something for dinner when you're actually hungry and when you're actually tired. The trick to successfully cooking dinner on a regular basis is knowing ahead of time what you're going to cook. I hope that this was useful and gave you some good ideas for how to run your household. If you want to get more videos like this, please subscribe below. I'll remember to put some links below for where to find passion planners, as well as the Knock Knock line of menu planners. They also have a whole bunch of different planner sheets that are really useful. Thank you so much for stopping by. It's been a pleasure as always, and I'll see you in a few days. Take care. Bye.